Cat ownership can be hard sometimes. To our dismay, cats don't talk, and every animal has unique wants, needs, and preferences. Thank the feline gods we have vets. Catster's vet team came together and put forth 11 senseless cat owner sins that cat owners should never do, attempt, or even think about doing. No matter what social media or your neighborhood cat lady says, these acts are dangerous and could cause harm to your cat. In some rare cases, it might even lead to death. Before we dig into these cat owner sins, let's meet the Catster vets. First up, we have Dr. Paula Cuevas, Catster's senior in-house veterinarian. Dr. Cuevas graduated from the University of Guadalajara, Mexico. She has more than 18 years of veterinary experience, and her passion is animal welfare. She also focuses on the importance of preventative medicine. Dr. Amanda Charles, Catster veterinarian editor. Dr. Charles graduated from the University of Liverpool. She has more than 20 years of veterinary experience, and she loves empowering pet parents by giving them up-to-date and accurate information. Dr. Karen Kanowski, Catster veterinarian editor. Dr. Kanowski graduated from the University of Queensland. She has more than 13 years of veterinary experience. She has special interests in acupuncture and canine behavior and loves challenging surgical cases. Dr. Lorna Whitmore, Catster's senior veterinarian editor. Dr. Whitmore graduated from the University of Glasgow in Scotland. She has more than 20 years of veterinary experience. She enjoys fact-checking, researching, and editing for the HEPR veterinary editorial team. Dr. Luqman Javed, Catster in-house veterinarian. Dr. Javed graduated from University Putra, Malaysia. He has more than 3 years experience, and his passions are wildlife, exotic pets, pet owner education, and animal welfare. Dr. Maya Platisa, Catster in-house veterinarian. Dr. Platisa graduated from the University of Zagreb, Croatia. She has more than 8 years of veterinary experience. Her passion is small animal medicine and emergency work, while she also has a great interest in animal welfare. Last but not least, Dr. Marta Vidal Abarca. Dr. Vidal Abarca graduated from the Cardinal Herrera CEU University, Spain. She has more than 16 years of veterinary experience. Her main fields of interest are ophthalmology and critical care medicine, enjoying every single aspect of animal care. Now that you've met the gang, let's dig into some cat owner sins that you should never attempt. If you're not part of our Catster community yet, subscribe now so you can catch me, Dr. Luqman, and other members of the Catster team every week with new cat care videos. Let's start at the top with Dr. Maya Platisa. She urges that you never give your cat any human or other pet medications unless prescribed by your vet. Giving your cat medicine that isn't prescribed by their vet is very dangerous and can be deadly. Instead, speak to your veterinarian if your cat isn't well. Only give your cat medicine that is prescribed by their vet for their specific health issue. Follow the dosage, frequency, and route of administration carefully. Dr. Lorna Whitmore says to never clip your cat's teeth. Clipping a cat's teeth is not the same as trimming their claws. Clipping teeth can cause permanent damage and can be very painful for cats. If you are concerned about your kitten or your cat's teeth being misaligned, visit your veterinarian who will assess their teeth and provide professional advice and help. If your cat is biting, schedule a visit with your veterinarian who will be able to rule out any health issues that causes the biting, and they would also be able to refer you to a cat behaviorist. Dr. Amanda Charles says you should never let your cat have access to lilies. Lilies, among other plants, are toxic to cats. Cats are curious and might chew on this plant if you have it in your home. Instead, do some research and find cat-safe plants and flowers that will brighten up your home and be safe for your cats. Know that all parts of lilies are toxic to cats. Even the pollen and the vase water can be very toxic to them. Contact your vet immediately if you suspect that your cat has been in contact with lilies or maybe ingested them. Never make your cat go vegan or vegetarian, says Dr. Luqman Javed. Realize that cats are obligate carnivores and you must cater to their nutritional needs. Feeding them a vegan or vegetarian diet is unhealthy and puts their life at risk. Instead, you can adopt a herbivorous pet like a rabbit or a guinea pig that would have no problem at all following a vegan or vegetarian diet if that is something you require. It's best to contact your veterinarian and consult with them about your pet's dietary needs and what foods they can and cannot eat. Dr. Karen Kanowski says to never play too rough with your kitten, especially with your hands. It might be cute when they're little, but it teaches them that scratching and biting is okay. Plus, you are much larger than a kitten, so you could hurt them. Instead, stock up on some laser toys, interactive toys, and wand toys. And 2 is better than 1. Having 2 kittens that can play with each other and get all their energy and rough playing out of the way with each other in a safe manner is always a good idea. Then they'll just leave the cuddle time for you. If your cat or kitten starts to play rough with you, stand up immediately and leave, so they can learn that this behavior is not something that can continuously happen or gets encouraged. Dr. Karen Kanowski also urges to never dress your cat in costumes. It might make a great photo, but with very few exceptions, they hate it, and they will resent you. Most cat costumes are likely very uncomfortable for them. Instead, use Photoshop or some sort of photo editing app to add some extra flair to your cat photos. You can also create some fun props and obstacles and dioramas that they can play in so you can get naturally posed photos. Never transport your cat in a carrier that you have not properly checked beforehand, says Dr. Marta Vidal-Abarca. The risk of your cat running away or getting lost is very high. This scenario would be a nightmare for both you and your cat. Before using any sort of cat carrier to transport your cat from point A to point B, make sure that all the zips and locks are in place and everything is secure with the carrier. Also make sure that the lid and the base fit securely onto each other. It's a worthy investment to purchase a carrier that is safe and secure for your cat. Dr. Vidal-Abarca also says that you should never ignore any changes in your cat's urinating habits. No matter how subtle, changes in urination could mean health issues. Instead, watch your cat closely if you notice any abnormality around their toileting behavior, such as not using the litter box at all, frequent trips to the litter box, spending more time than usual in their litter box, urinating small amounts, or vocalizing while urinating. It's very important that you are familiar with your cat's routines and how they show abnormalities. Contact your veterinarian immediately if you notice any changes in their toileting behavior. Dr. Paula Cuevas says to never feed your cat only dry food. Hydration is extremely important for cats, and an exclusively dry food diet does not offer enough moisture to help them be healthy. Instead, offer your cat a moisture-rich diet that is made up of a complete and balanced diet of wet cat food or fresh cat food. If your cat prefers dry food, offer them at least a 50-50 mix of dry food and wet food. You have to ensure that your cat's diet is comprised of enough proteins and moisture so that it mimics their natural diet. We also highly recommend to offer your cat a cat water fountain so they are enticed to drink more water. Dr. Cuevas also says to never put your cat on a sudden extreme calorie-restricted diet. Restricting your cat's caloric intake overnight can be very dangerous. Cats can develop hepatic lipidosis, known as fatty liver syndrome. If your cat needs to lose weight, start by reducing only 10 to 20% of their daily calorie intake. Weigh in and recalculate every couple of weeks. A slow but consistent diet plan is preferred. Get your veterinarian involved for that. It's important to feed your cat a healthy, balanced diet and increase their activity with daily interactions and play. Never leave your hair ties around the house, urges Dr. Cuevas. Ingestion of hair ties is a common occurrence in playful cats. Unaware cat owners usually only find out after the emergency surgery. Instead, keep your hair ties and clips and bobby pins and any sort of small items stored away safely and out of the reach of your cats. If you buy a new pack of hair clips or hair ties, just use one at a time and keep the rest stored away so that it doesn't start lying around and compiling. Because it does, it happens, and then it just disappears, and it might be your cat that is grabbing them, playing with them, and accidentally ingesting them. Never leave your cat unattended and let them play with small, ingestible, or stringy items because they can and will swallow it, and then it's going to be a pretty big problem. Responsible pet owners never want to put their pets in danger intentionally, and some of these sins can seem harmless, but that is far from the truth. Our vet team hope that they have helped to shed some light on some practices that people might do to or with their pets, whether it involves their diet, safety around the home, or playing with them. Now that you know about these sins, you can take steps to avoid it. If you have any questions about anything we discussed in this video, please drop them in the comments below. We also welcome any other cat-related questions that you might have. You can also reach out to us on catster.com or our social media pages. If you learned something today, please give this video a like. Also remember to subscribe so you can catch Dr. Luqman next week with some senior cat care tips. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Cats can develop hepatic lipidosis. Cats can develop hepatic. What is this word? Tasting, 1, 2, 3. Isabel over and out.